Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome to another installment of the Red Shadow's Favorite Games. I, of course, am the Red Shadow, and today I'm talking about another really awesome PS2 game that I think maybe at times gets a little overlooked, and that game is Dark Cloud 2. Hey, look, it's like the poster on the wall behind me. Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2, as opposed to Dark Cloud 1, but I'm going to talk about this really quick. First of all, look at my beautiful copy of this game. Water damage, nastiness all around, wrinkles inside the book. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's been water damage. This was some purchase I made on eBay a while back. Not very happy with it, but I'm not really good with doing the whole refund, or what is it that they call it? Can't remember. Where you file a grievance or whatever against somebody over something like this to get a refund or whatever. I'm just not really good with doing that, so I didn't pursue that when I got this. I didn't pay enough, I guess, to really worry about it. As far as I know, this disc works just fine. And even if it doesn't, I have a disc-only version of this game somewhere. So anyway, the first Dark Cloud game came out in 2001 and was almost immediately trumpeted as Sony's next Zelda Killer, which you may remember I said about Alundra. Now, I don't necessarily know that anybody at Sony tried to call that one a Zelda Killer, but it was very obvious that it was a Zelda clone. This game, to me, is nowhere like any of the 3D Zelda games, so I don't know why it was pushed in that manner, but maybe that's part of the reason why it didn't succeed and like really supersell well, was because it had a lot of unrealistic expectations hovering over it. But the hook to this game and to the sequel has to do with the fact that you have to put your world back together. You go through these dungeons and you collect pieces of the world, and you go back to where a town or something like that should be, and you place the pieces and form your own town. So you got to build it yourself, which ultimately was not really a big deal. It was such a limited amount of space, and all you can do is just go into a house or a shop that you put down to move the story along. It just gave you something extra to do. Instead of walking into a town and going to the shop, you had to go into the dungeon to find the shop, to place the shop, to go into the shop. That being said, the first game was cool, but Dark Cloud 2 was really cool. It's one of the few games that came out with cel-shaded graphical style that I could actually enjoy. Too much cel shading, and after a while I just get turned off by it. This game had really beautiful cel-shaded graphics and an interesting story. Same kind of a story as the first Dark Cloud, but I felt like the characters had a little more personality and I enjoyed it a little bit more. And I'm not sure if you can see on the poster here, but down at the bottom it says, "Build your world, invent your weapons, create your adventure." The invention system in this game was really like a major highlight. Although I had to go and use my strategy guide. There's my Dark Cloud 2 strategy guide. Here's my Dark Cloud 1 strategy guide. But I had to tap into this bad boy on more than one occasion when I've played this game to find out what combinations you could do to invent your weapons. But I'm glossing over the fact that the invent your weapons system is what was really innovative. Your character, whose name escapes me. Let me see if I can find out. I don't see it anywhere on here, so that's a little saddening. Let's take a look in the book. Give me a moment here while I do this. Maximilian. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Maximilian is the character that you play as, and one of the things that he gets in his journey is a camera. And the camera lets you go into the game world and take pictures of almost everything you can think of. And if I remember right, if you snap a picture of something that could be useful, it pops into your notebook or something like that as an idea. And if you merge a couple of items that give you ideas together, you might be able to then take that combined idea and create an item, a weapon, something useful. It's pretty cool. I mean, it gives you a little something more to do in the game than just killing monsters and putting together the towns. So I guess that's one of the main things that I really was drawn into with it, because this sadly is another one of those games on my list of favorite games that I've never completed. It's a really cool game, but I just get so far into it and the RPG-ish aspects of it start to overwhelm me. But it's a really amazing game. It's like I said, it's an overlooked game. It's a Sony title. And it never did get a third installment. And of course we're beyond the PS3 era pretty much. But maybe someday somebody will revive it for the PS4 or for some other console. It would be cool to see it with the power of the next gen. So that's about all I can really say about Dark Cloud 2. What impression it did make on me has really stuck with me for a long time. So thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to try to do one more video tonight. I think if I can do 2 videos a day for the next couple of days, I'm going to be done with this series very, very soon. So thanks a lot for sticking around and watching. Appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.